I've not met. I'm a live streamer, a self publisher, an entrepreneur, and a new uh, broadcaster to Happs. And if you've never heard of Happs or been on Happs before, I will drop a link in my bio. Hello from Los Angeles. How are you, Pablo? Welcome to my broadcast. Well, I want to tell you a bit about myself. I'm an entrepreneur, the owner of O Natural Aromatherapy. And today, Monday, the 26th of April, is my first day on Happs, and I will be bringing you more broadcasts about essential oils, wellness, general health. I'll also be sharing about my self publishing business. I do a bit of publishing of low content and no content books, such as journals, diaries, and hey, Patricia, journals, diaries, and other books. What? Is that Fraser Ramsey with the comments going? What's going on, you guys? So I finally made the plunge and I came over to Haps. And not that I'm going to give up my other channels like, YouTube and Twitch and the rest of them. I'm now enjoying what many of you have been doing for months, streaming in several locations. So this is my test run, but I should tell you that as far as aromatherapy and essential oils go, I do have stock, even though they're not with me right now. I do have essential oils. Um, oh, thank you for subscribing, Pat. I do have in stock at least 8 to 10 different essential oils. For certain, I have lavender, which is one of my favorite calming essential oils. I have lemongrass, sage, clary sage. I have frankincense. I also have what's the other one? Oh my gosh, ylang ylang. Yes. So right now, today, if you wanted to request an essential oil, I can send you the link. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Thank you so much for that award. Thank you so much. Very appreciated. So I'm starting up again. Many of you who knew of my broadcasts in the past, I used to have tons of essential oils on hand ready to sell. And I switched my business model a bit so that everything went online. But I found that there was a certain local clientele that wanted the oils when they wanted it and they couldn't wait for it to be shipped. So I've since modified, not changed, just modified slightly so I can do both now. You can get your oils by just picking up the phone and calling me, and sometimes I'll deliver or I'll tell you where you can collect them. The others, the store is still open online, onaturalaromatherapy.com, where not only do we sell essential oils, but we also have diffusers and candles, and oh, the line is expanding. But everything will be made with essential oils. So they're scented candles, not just plain candles. Okay. Then, in addition to that, I got swag going on, y'all. Swag, yes, swag. So I've added a t-shirt store where you can purchase aromatherapy t-shirts with the name of the oil that you're using on the shirt, or with a flower, the flower of the oil, the plant, the actual plant. So you could have a look at those over in my Spreadshirt store, which can be accessed from onaturalaromatherapy.com. In addition to that, I'm also customizing shirts, believe it or not. Yeah, so it's not just essential oils that I'm promoting now. I've expanded it. Essential oils, diffusers, and swag. Okay. So if you have any questions for me, or if you're not subscribed to my channel as yet, as this is my first day on Happs, I invite you to subscribe and look out for more details about what Au Natural Aromatherapy is doing, my company. And also, I will be putting links to where you can purchase oils should you desire to use some of them. Now, I'm going to be talking in detail about these oils. I just briefly mentioned a couple of them, like lavender, peppermint, fever. This would be fever grass. In the Bahamas, they call lemongrass fever grass, right? So, you might hear me interchange those names. So, I also have a drink that I make with the lemongrass that I actually grow in my yard, but I sell the essential oil, the lemongrass essential oil. And those prices, I should tell you, range from about $15 to about $65, depending on the oil and how it's processed. Some oils are easier than others to process. Let me give you an example of the rose essential oil. It takes so many petals to be cold pressed. Those are cold pressed. Um, they're not distilled. There's no steam, no heat put to them. But the way they are, this the way the oil is extracted, it's so much work and it takes so much time that makes it even more expensive to purchase. Another very expensive oil, when I say very expensive, I mean if you want the oil, you would get it, but the price varies in the markets. For a really good quality rose essential oil, you're looking at about $100 for a couple of ounces, right? Whereas I can get the same amount of a lavender or a peppermint oil for like $10 to $15 imported into the Bahamas. Some of the oils, I must say, must be sourced from around the globe because they're not grown in the tropical climate. Um, one such oil that I don't know of anybody producing it here is that rose essential oil or lavender. It's lavender is more common in France. That's where they're big on those big fields, lavender fields, and also another oil. Take for instance the eucalyptus. Everybody knows eucalyptus comes from Australia. All right. So we don't grow eucalyptus here in the Bahamas, but it is a very popular essential oil. So that's an example of two oils that I have to import to the Bahamas. What else can I tell you? These oils, oh, the medicinal properties, they they work wonders. And one thing I would never tell you is to just use the essential oil for a problem. If you're seeing a traditional doctor and he prescribes a medicine, I'm not going to tell you, no, don't do that, don't take that. As an aromatherapist that I am, um, I don't believe in ingesting the oils, but using them topically and in your bath. You will find that these oils work on mind, body, soul. They relax you. They limit your, let's say in these times of stress and anxiety, I'm finding that the use of essential oils is helping me better than most other things that persons are prescribing. Yes, I would say have a cup of tea. And if you're going to have a cup of tea for anxiety, stress, or you can't sleep, automatically I'm going to recommend you a lavender or a chamomile tea. Those are my top two for relaxation, stress, and anxiety. The other thing that we commonly get asked about is pain relief. So for me, my go-to pain reliever as far as essential oils are concerned is the topical use of peppermint, geranium for ladies who are going through something, you know what I mean? Like your menstrual pains or even menopause. A combination. We do recommend a combination, and I say we because there's a whole body of aromatherapists and naturopaths around the world who would recommend various solutions. For women in menopause, I would recommend geranium and rose essential oils. The reason being is not only do they comfort you with the pain, the cramps, but they also work on the mood. So they work mind, body, soul. And that's just a little bit of what I'm going to be talking about in the near future on this channel. I didn't call it Au Natural Aromatherapy because I want to do a little bit more than that. I want to talk to you about aromatherapy. I also want to talk to you about publishing books, and they're two vast um, fields, and it's totally different. So I thought to come to you as Pamela Gomez, and depending on what's pressing at the time, that'll be the gist of my broadcast. But I promise you that you can always find a little tip. Hi, namesake, you're Pamela as well. Welcome. Please subscribe so that I can see your name. Um, so the thing is, I want to bring you tips about essential oils because not many people know about the benefits. I mean, they're wonderful benefits of using essential oils. So, besides the fact that you have the essential oils, there are other products that many people don't use or don't know about. And I can't blame them because I find that aromatherapy is just, it's out there, but there's still not enough of information about out there. So during COVID, a lot of persons were having sleepless nights and couldn't sleep and feeling anxious and stress, not only with the fact that there was no jobs, there's this virus, there's, oh, so many things going on, the pressures. So with aromatherapy, there are sleep aids, there's aids for depression, anxiety, skin irritation, and even bath solutions. You can use essential oils in your bath. Many persons don't know that. So I want to educate as many persons as possible about the use of essential oils. Um, Simple things you can do in the bath, around the house, in your bedrooms, in your closets, yeah, in in your office, for goodness sake. Hello, Reno. How are you? Please, if you guys are watching me for the first time on Happs or even on Facebook and we have not connected, please subscribe to my Happs channel and look out for further broadcasts in the near future. So I don't want to be too long today. I just wanted to give you an overview of what I'm going to be talking about on this channel. And I want to give a big shout out to the Work and Focus group, especially Fraser, who popped in, Patricia Ramsey, and Eileen, of course. I call her the diva. And I'll also say hello to my namesake. Hey, namesake. I know your name is Pam, but I don't know which one you are. Thank you again for the cheers, the gifts, and the tips. Thank you all. I appreciate that so much. It's a wonderful start. so far, and I hope that I can spend more time with you all here on Happs in the next few weeks. I'm going to try and make a regular broadcast. I'm going to say once, at least once a week, and it will not all be sitting at a desk. No. Sometimes it'll be out and about so that you could actually see the plants that I work with or see the I have a garden where I actually grow rosemary, and rosemary is another essential oil that I sell. Rosemary has a wonderful focusing properties. If you are studying or you have exams and you just can't get in that rhythm of studying, the good thing about rosemary is it oh, you grow rosemary too. Wonderful. Rosemary helps with mental focus, right? So sometimes when I'm studying or writing, I would turn on a diffuser and just diffuse the rosemary essential oil in the room. And I find that my thought process comes together and it flows. So some of you may not have a diffuser or may not even know what a diffuser is. So the other option is to just boil some rosemary in a pot. Yeah, boil some rosemary and it scents up the room, and you'd be surprised at don't do too much of it now because it could be very strong and overpowering. Want to do that at bedtime because you want to relax late at night and you want to focus. Well, good time before you get settled down. Just put on a pot like you're gonna put on some tea and just boil it for a little bit, turn it off, and let the scent permeate through the air. It works wonders. The other thing is diffusers before bedtime. Those are awesome. I don't know if you've had the scent of lavender at bedtime, but it just puts you off. You put your head on that pillow, and before you know it, you're gone. Um, there's so many oils I want to share with you. So I'm going to make a list and I'm going to bring you an oil, let's say one oil a week, because there are hundreds of them to choose from. And my goal is to share about as many of them as I can in the time that is allotted. So I've been with you now for 18 minutes and I thank you for spending this time with me. Hey, Pamela Mella. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. And I got a big project ahead of me on another front. And I want to just extend an invitation. I may broadcast it on Happs as well as Facebook, but I'll tell you more about that in another broadcast. Okay? So that's all for now. Have a great day wherever you are in the world. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye for